Welcome to my channel. I'm Moon, and I'm here to do this week's weekly affirmation reading. Karma will not be joining us for this week's weekly affirmation reading because Karma is in the process of shedding. After doing some reading, I learned that snakes shed their energy. It takes them about maybe 2 weeks to complete their shed. So I'm giving Karma that space to shed that old energy and bring forth some new energy. But we still have the energy of the snake in our reading because I am adorned with snake energy. This was a gift that I am enjoying and just loving. So I will be wearing this for my readings because I just love the adornment of snake energy. As always, I love moving in the energy of the snake because it is very transformative. The snake sheds its old skin and sheds what no longer serves it for a new space. And that's what affirmations are all about. It's about shedding energy that you no longer need so that you can create a space for new energy so that you can be the best you possible. So, as always, I'm going to do 3 cards. You are welcome to use all 3 affirmations to move through your week, or you can just take whichever one you would like to use. Out of last week's affirmations, the affirmation that really stood out for me is trust timing, and what I took away from that was really trusting myself. So I just wanted to share how I moved through the different affirmations. Let's get started. 2 cards came out, and we just need 1 more. Let's see, what do we have? And there we go. Wow. Happiness lives within. I love that I got this card. I love that we got this card. As I was doing my rising work this morning, I was reminded by my aunt who brought me to this path that happiness is a very personal thing and it has nothing to do with anyone else. So I want to pass that forward because that's something that I live by, and that's something that I'm reminded by, is that happiness is a very personal thing. It has nothing to do with anyone else. So happiness lives within. So you are the judge and the jury of what makes you happy, not anyone else. So you need to sit with yourself, or I encourage you to sit with yourself and really observe and see what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. And maybe even go deeper and see why those things make you happy so that you can make sure that that happiness is coming from within and not from anyone else. So I love that we got this card this week. Happiness is within. And you'll know when you've achieved happiness because it's not something for anyone else. It's something very personal to you. The next card we got is the world needs you. That means that you have some gifts, some talents, it's something that you need to share. We are all here to make this world a better place, and you have something to share. The world needs you. It could be just sharing a smile every day. It could be just giving someone a compliment every day. It could be just posting a positive post on social media every day. You don't know how you touch people's lives. We are all here for an experience, and what I just recently learned is we can't take these material things with us, but we can most definitely take this experience with us. So the world needs you. That's an encouragement to be you and to shine bright. And always be honest with yourself. For me, this card is connected to happiness lives within, and also with the world needs you. This card is about some introspect. This card is about sitting with yourself at least 5 minutes and just being honest with yourself about what is truly important to you. It has nothing to do with anyone else. I know that we have been conditioned to please our parents and to please our siblings and to please our friends, but just sit with yourself truly. and see like what matters to you. Like really truly be honest with yourself. And I'm going to let you know that when you're sitting down and you're being honest with yourself, it's going to be a little bit ugly. I'm reminded that the lotus comes from the mud. There would be no lotus if there was no mud. So you're going to have to get down in there and dig and get a little deep, and it's not going to be beautiful. Now, let me take that back. It is going to be beautiful because it's going to be very transformative. Once you're honest with yourself, you can begin to make the changes that you deem necessary for your happiness. I want to say thank you for joining me with this week's weekly affirmation reading. Before I close, I want to say happy new moon. We came into the new moon yesterday around noon. And so with that energy, this is a time for new beginnings. It's a time for fresh start. So using this affirmations, I would definitely encourage you to just sit down and be honest with yourself so that you can get to that inner happiness, so that you can show up and be what the world needs. Thank you. I'm Moon, and I have definitely enjoyed. It is my pleasure to read for you weekly. Ashe.